traveling West Virginia with award-winning photojournalist Brad Rice.
Well, Orville Brown was the oldest of 5 children. He was born up the road here back in 1908. All those years, he never had a job and never married. My dad was Orville Brown's baby brother. So Orville is my uncle. Fair and square, he's my uncle. Now that everybody else wants to claim kin to him, they got to come through me.
My name is Beth Stracone, and Orville Brown was my uncle. My dad and Orville were brothers. Orville was the oldest of the bunch, and my dad was the baby.
He was eccentric. He found out that being different made him special. We call him a first hippie and all kinds. He had real long hair all his life. He read those Tarzan books by Edgar Rice Burroughs, and he was already strong as a bear. And he headed for South America so he could go in the jungle. He got as far as Rio Grande, turn around and come back.
I was so fascinated with him. I even at church camp, which was in Summersville, when I was like 12 or 13, someone asked me, they found out I was from Clay County, asked if I knew of the wild man of Clay County, and my cousin on my mom's side was with me, and she's like, that's her uncle. And I said, yeah, but I was like, he's just my uncle. He's Daddy's brother. And he was very, very intelligent.
I don't know how old he was when he started taking pictures and all that he did. People came and lined up on the weekends to get their picture taken with the wild man. He charged them 50 cents if he was in the picture with them. He made more money than people working 5 days a week. To say he had anything wrong with him, he didn't have a thing wrong with him. He was just cashing in on being a celebrity. That's how he made a living. He wouldn't be the attraction like he was then. People wouldn't pay attention to him now. Orville wore this when he was taking pictures and all that stuff. He'd do this, and the hatchet in one hand, he'd put the knife in the other hand, do all kinds of stuff to sell pictures.
Daddy said he would spend 30 minutes trying to figure out how to get out of a 5-minute job. So he just did stuff, spur of the moment, didn't matter. He just was in his happy place.
He rode a bicycle to Florida. They arrested him for indecent exposure.
Traveling West Virginia with award-winning photojournalist Brad Rice.
Got a lot of good pictures there, don't you?
Yeah, can't get him again. My generation is probably the last one that's going to remember him. That's the whole family.
Oh, yeah.
That's Orville and Army and Doris and Albie and my dad on the end. Every year at the Clay County Fair, he showed up with it, and man, he was the main attraction at the Clay County Fair. He went in the Army when he was a young man, and then he went in the Navy when World War II broke out.
That's when he got torpedoed. His ship sank or whatever, and he was on that island for a while, like a deserted island, and contracted malaria there. And that kind of messed with his mind a little.
He was self-educated. Yeah. He had a vocabulary that wouldn't slow down.
He had IQ tests done in the service, and they were almost off the charts. started having some memory problems later. When my sister kept him, he was already in his 80s. He sometimes didn't like to wear clothes when he was outside. And the little kids would come and tell Uncle Orville doesn't have any clothes on. He was outside, and one of the kids came in and said, told Sarah, said, Uncle Orville's heading to the creek. So Sarah got up and went outside, and she said, you going down to the creek, Uncle Orville? And he said, I am. And she said, why? And he said, I'm going to the bathroom. She said, do you have a bathroom down there? He said, no, but I'm about to establish one. So she said, well, we've already established one in the house. So he just always had an answer.
I actually preached his funeral. I talked about his soul. And he had, as far as we were concerned, he had made things right between him and God, and he was satisfied with that. And it meant a lot to us to know that he was at peace with his Maker.
Somebody is a little different. It doesn't mean that they're to be shunned, but you just, like you said, you need to embrace them. They may look different, may act different, they still are the same inside. And he was our uncle.
My daddy worshiped him. He was special to my dad. He passed that respect to us, so we respected him. He wasn't eccentric to us. He was orderly.